Hello and welcome to Monza for another classic Grand Prix race. I'm starting on pole here, John Boy second, Kevman third, Lambo Shadow fourth and Tweetman in fifth. John Boy away very slowly, gets bogged down, so that's Kevman up into second and straight into the slipstream of the lead car. Tweetman straight into Kevman's slipstream, Lambo Shadow in fourth, John Boy all the way at the back with everything to do. We'll go around Curve Grande for the first of 8 times, and who's that? That's Lambo Shadow gone. Oh yeah, he's in trouble. Potential damage to that car. Oh, Kevman here slipping into first place under braking, but he's overshot. That's not the ideal line, Kevman, sorry. Is he going to relinquish that? Yes, he is. He relinquishes the position to John Boy there, so that there's no doubt that he's gaining an advantage. Up ahead, Tweetman off, getting his tyres all kinds of dirty. So it's an unusual situation with the old grandpa in the lead. Tweetman winner of the last race, head down, trying to keep John Boy behind him. Kevman, well, doing his best to stay with the fact Kevman has a double toe right now. John Boy through. The car's looking all kinds of undrivable here. Of course, no assists on these cars, no ABS, no traction control. They're on hard tyres. These cars are very tricky, but at the same time very fun. And there you can see the effects of the no ABS as Kevman smokes his tyres under braking. Our Tweetman out very wide at the back there, manages to gather it up. John Boy, the first car in this slipstream train, so perhaps the most vulnerable in this slipstream train. And here we see a move for first place. Yes, Grandpa back into the lead. Make the most of it. And Kevman up into second, and Kevman going for the lead. He's got it. So Kevman with a double toe, slingshotting past both cars. Oh, lots of tyre smoke under braking, and this time it's John Boy who messes up the entrance to the chicane. Kevman a little bit wide there, has to gather it up. Oh, it gets into the side of the Grandpa mobile, and that is a big shunt. That's Kevman and myself both off, both a long way back now, gifting Tweetman the lead. Here comes Tweetman in his lucky new livery, being chased by John Boy. Then Kevman third, myself fourth, and now Lambo Shadow recovering from his earlier accident. John Boy reeling in Tweetman. That battle for first place we so often see between these two, getting ready to reignite. Approaching the start of the third lap, and it looks as though John Boy might be close enough to just get a little bit of slipstream, pull himself back in, and maybe by the time we get to that first chicane, John Boy could have the lead. This long, fast right-hander here though, very tricky without any kind of mechanical aid or downforce. So it's a real pleasure to go through there with these cars, also a bit scary. Kevman's done well to catch up after that trip through the gravel, so Kevman looking fast around here, looking confident. Can he get back to the front? Because we are focusing on Tweetman and John Boy, but there are 5 drivers in this race, so there's 5 potential winners. The suspension being tested there on Tweetman's car. John Boy closer and closer. We go on the run to Ascari. Who's going to be the bravest under the brakes here? Oh, John Boy very close now. It's only a matter of time before these two are battling, unless one of them drops it. As we saw at Brands Hatch, that is a possibility. Kevman's out wide in Alboreto. Can he gather it up without losing a place? Looks like he can. Oh, this could be a move on for third. All kinds of jinking left and right going on here. Kevman looking like he could be in trouble. This move from myself up the inside. Just haven't quite got the top end. But we have got a right-hander coming up, so that's a grandpa on the inside. No. Kevman managing to protect his third place. Oh, Tweetman! He dropped the back end. Like I said earlier, that's a very difficult corner without any kind of aerodynamic downforce. And Tweetman there just drifted the back end out, and it caused the car to just break away from him. So John Boy promoted to the lead. And knowing John Boy, that's going to be a pretty difficult lead to take away. Kevman, where are you going? Oh, Kevman takes myself off and hits Lambo's shadow, so you've got to assume that at least Kevman has damage from that accident. Tweetman back flew into third, so that's a bit of a bit of luck for him with his lucky livery. He's trying to hunt down Lambo's shadow. Lambo's shadow, who's quietly come back from his accident, head up into second place in that great Lotus livery. John Boy not too far ahead. Tweetman again with the back end going out. He's completely gone to pot. Come on, Tweetman. Keep your head down. Looks like Kevman's caught up with Lambo's shadow. He's going to try and make a move in to the chicane. It's a good place to try it with these cars. You've got to be very brave under the brakes. And if you're not brave, well, you can get past. Kevman closer, closer. Oh, John Boy. John Boy's missed the first apex. That slowed him right down. That's put Lambo's shadow into the lead of the race. Kevman comes past John Boy as well as he's recovering. So Kevman now up into second. John Boy down into third. Kevman goes defensive. And this is a very tight battle for first place now. John Boy looks like he's sizing Kevman up for a move on the run to Ascari. He's going to try and take the long way around. Both cars there jockeying for a bit of Lambo shadow slipstream. I think Kevman's just managed to keep it ahead. But that was very dicey. Oh, Kevman takes too much sausage curb, loses the back end a little bit, manages to hold it. John Boy is ready to punish any mistake there. Kevman out very wide. So Kevman pushing with everything he's got to stay ahead of John Boy. John Boy is not going to let him go. Tweetman there catching up in the background, so all the cars bunching up as we're used to seeing. Lambo shadow out very wide. Kevman out very wide. John Boy darts to the inside but can't make a move, but now he's got a double toe. This feels like a repeat of earlier in the race when John Boy did double toe. Kevman steps out of the toe to make a pass for first. John Boy's going to try and follow him. It looked like immediately Kevman was trying to give the slipstream there to Lambo's shadow to protect himself from John Boy, but it didn't work. John Boy now going for the inside. He's got it. John Boy somehow back up to first place already. He's a machine. He's just unstoppable. In the background there, Tweetman passing myself for fourth position. Oh, Kevman gets a punt from behind. John Boy gets a knock from Kevman. Somehow Tweetman is in third place. I wonder if it was Tweetman who slid into the back of Kevman, give him that nudge forward. There we go. Kevman just keeping his speed up on that faster wide line there and holding Tweetman back. Oh, Lambo shadow. Look, he got squeezed then, and he hit the inside of that corner, and that's completely arrested his run. Most likely damaged the front of his car. Tweetman going to make a move into Ascari. He's certainly very brave on the brakes. Oh, speaking of on the brakes, that is a grandpa doing circles in the gravel. What's happened here, John Boy? On the exit of Ascari, he's gone out too wide. So that's put Kevman back into the lead of this race, but he can't relax because Tweetman is right on him, right on his case, and we've got a big, long straight coming up where Tweetman can really capitalise if he can stay close to Kevman through this final corner. They both take very different lines through there, and there's not much separating them right now. Tweetman currently with the fastest lap of the race. So we know he's pushing hard. Oh, John Boy's a long way back now. Kevman trying to break Tweetman's toe before they get to Curva Grande. We're there now, so is Tweetman can have enough speed advantage? He's going to try and go around the outside. That's very brave, Tweetman, but ultimately it doesn't work. You can try and have a go against Kevman into the chicane. Also doesn't work. John Boy now back up with these two. Oh, Kevman went a little bit too deep there. It's compromised him badly. Now he tries to move over to cover off Tweetman, but Tweetman's already there before the first Lasmo. So congratulations to Tweetman on making a pass in a place where I didn't think he could make a pass. Meanwhile, John Boy is up with these two, so he is ready to go back for that first place. There's only a lap and a half to go, so any of these three drivers can still win, and don't count out Lambo Shadows lurking in the background, hoping that these three will take each other off. Kevman having a look into Ascari. He was briefly in first place, but he's turned in, but Tweetman is there, so they bash wheels. Kevman hungry for this win around this historic circuit. Pity it's not the historic layout, but we'll make the most of it. Kevman using the slipstream to get into first place, goes straight onto a defensive line before we get to Alboreto, and he makes it stick for now. But once again, John Boy has been gifted a double toe. Oh, but he's out wide. John Boy making a bit of a Horlicks of that last corner. So that could have put him too far back. As we start the final lap, Tweetman and Kevman almost side by side across the finish line. Bashing wheels all the way. No love lost between these two. The traditional racing rivals, man-on-man action. Here, Tweetman and Kevman. John Boy scything up behind them as they're slowing each other down, and he's got the inside there on Kevman. Oh, John Boy back end stepping out as the car touched the grass, and that's made him very vulnerable to Lambo Shadow into this chicane. Is Lambo Shadow going to come out here ahead? He is. John Boy slipping down to fourth place. Look at this. All four of these drivers wanted to get into first, but oh, John Boy makes it through. Lambo Shadow got clipped. He is off. He's a long way off. So not many corners to go now. Tweetman leads, Kevman second, John Boy third. Is this how it's going to finish? Maybe, maybe not. John Boy looks like he's got a pretty good run on Kevman, but he's too far back to make anything of it. As we go into Ascari for the last time. Oh, Kevman flying over that sausage curb. That's going to really hinder his attack on Tweetman and make him vulnerable to John Boy. You can see him overcompensating there. John Boy gets a real wibble on, manages to keep it going in a straight line. And thanks to Kevman's off-road excursion, he's still under attack from John Boy. Tweetman now is going to need to make a mistake if he's going to lose that lead. Kevman drops the back end into Alboreto. Can he come back on ahead of John Boy? A bit more wheel bashing. He's not done it. Tweetman, though, is the driver who's going to take the checkered flag here at Monza. Kevman second, John Boy third. Grand Palmobile comes in fourth. Lambo Shadow still going in fifth. Congratulations to Tweetman, though. He's on a roll at the moment with these cars. So there you go. Did you predict the winner? If so, well done. If not, well, there's more races to come. Want to say a big thank you to our channel sponsor Button Bashers for PCs, consoles, games and accessories, to our Patreon patrons who support the channel in their unique way, and to our Discord members for taking part in these races. Until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to those around you. Bye bye for now.